Welcome to the Movie Maker tutorials. We're going to get started in a moment, but before we do, I'm just going to mention that the footage I use in these tutorials comes from this YouTube video here, this Parkour one. I searched up a royalty-free one, and if you have a look down the bottom here, it's using a Creative Commons license, so it's allowing the reuse of its footage, which is why we've chosen this video here, this Parkour and free running compilation. Alright, to begin with, we're going to add some videos and photos, as it suggests right here. You can do that by clicking there, or you can go to the location that you found this tutorial, and there should be these resources for shoots clips. So press Ctrl A to select everything, and then Control click the MP3 file. We don't need that one just yet, and then just drag and drop it. Alright, and you'll notice that each clip has been separated. But it all looks like one continuous stream. Okay, and so you can see each clip is separated by these little white dots that kind of looks like the edge of an old style film. And you'll see here that we've got individual sections when it gets to the end, and if it continues on, so onto the next line. And you can see that based on these selections every time I click. If I was to zoom out using this slider at the bottom here, you'll notice everything becomes a lot smaller, and you can sort of see the individual clips by themselves. Okay, so this is best for when we're just trying to arrange clips roughly, and then when you want to do more intricate things, it's better to zoom in. Okay, so at this position, zoomed out, we're going to rearrange these clips. Okay, so to start with, we might have this still image as the first clip. We'll move that. So to move it, all you do is click and drag, and then release it where you want it to be. So I'll put this at the front. Next, I'll have this clip. Then we've got this guy diving over this gap. Then we'll get this guy. This one's quite a long one. Runs around and does stuff. Next, there's another long one, but we might separate that with this one just here. So we'll drag that into this gap. And then we'll finish with this guy here. Okay. So this is the sequence that we want, these clips like this, and once you've got that, we'll start doing some editing. Now, just say we've decided that we actually want to be able to separate individual clips, like we want to cut or edit or trim this footage. Okay, so to do that, it's pretty simple. You just move this black line. This is the current time indicator. Okay, this shows you whereabouts in your timeline you are presently at, and to get it, you just carefully click it and then just drag it to where you want. Now it's a bit rough, not very accurate, and if you want to make it more accurate, you can use these. Okay, so previous frame J or next frame L on your keyboard. This allows you to get more accurately positioned. So what we want to do is move this current time indicator right before it cuts between this guy jumping and this guy standing. So if we go back to about here, okay, this is where he's just landed. We want to try and get it right before it cuts. So if we go back, this is pretty much the frame before it changes over. So what we're going to do is go to Edit at the top here, and then see where it says Split. This is what we're going to do, because we're going to use the ending of this video as well. If we wanted to just get rid of the rest of the footage, we could say Trim, but we're going to go Split. And you'll notice what it's done is it's created two clips side by side. So right after one another, and if you were to play them, you wouldn't notice that they change. Okay, there's a seamless transition, but we can now move it. So if we click on that, we're going to drag that one down to the end. Okay, you'll notice everything else readjusts and snaps to the end of the last frame, so now it goes like this. Okay, so they're just running one after another. Okay, and our last clip is this one here that we've just added in. Right, so that's an easy way to trim. So you can do that with this clip as well. This clip is quite a long one. Okay, so maybe we might play around with that and edit a few things. So let's go back. And we're going to put a slow motion segment in here. Okay, so this is his big jump. He lands, then he starts doing a backflip. So we're going to go right back here using this little button, or if you press J on the keyboard, right to where the camera changes. There. Split again. Again, we're going to play this until he lands. And now we're going to split again. Okay, so what we've effectively done is this video is in 3 parts now instead of 1. Okay, and this middle section where it changes over, where he does a backflip, we're going to slow this down. Again, to do that, it's really simple. Double click on that clip, and then it comes up in edit, and then speed. Okay, the higher the number, the faster it goes, the lower the number, the slower it goes. So we're going to make it half speed, 0.5. Okay, your clip will go a little bit longer now, but it'll be in slow motion. Let's have a look at this. There we go, so a little bit of slow motion in there. Okay, and we might even change this last bit as well. So right here it changes to this guy running out of this building. We'll split it. And we're going to move that maybe right before the second last one. Okay, so that's the second last thing we see. And then it's back to this. Alright, so you should have trimmed a few clips, should have rearranged a few clips, but last of all we should also change the duration of some of these. So this still image, for example, goes for 7 seconds. That's too long. It won't really work, so we're going to change that to 3 seconds because this is going to be sort of our intro clip. Alright, so now you've trimmed that, it should have a 3-second duration. These clips are done, edited and arranged in the order we want. Now in a moment we're going to add some more effects and things like that. So save what you're up to, so go File, Save Project As, and choose wherever it is that you're saving to. I'm just going to save mine to my desktop for now, but you can save it to your personal drive or your USB stick and just call it Lesson 1 and press Save. Okay. What you've done, you haven't actually saved this as a video file, you've actually just saved the program's editing that you've done so far. So all these clips that have been rearranged, what you've done effectively is created a whole bunch of shortcuts that tell Movie Maker in which positions to place all these videos. Okay, so by saving this file, we haven't made it our own standalone video file, we've just saved a project file. Okay, it's very different, and if you don't get it after this explanation, come talk to me.